Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back after like 5 months, something like that. I don't even remember how long it was since I posted my last video, but it's been a long time. Heck, it feels like a decade if I'm being honest with you. But hey, bro, we back, bro. Look, things happen in life. You cannot control them, and a lot of crazy things can happen in life. I got multiple projects on top of that, so things add up, and then I gotta put YouTube in pause. It hurts me because this is my main goal and my main dream, but things happen in life. Anyways, hope you and your family are having a wonderful day. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about Dragon Ball games, bro. What in the heck is going on with Dragon Ball games, bro? I'm gonna just put it straight out, bro. I am a sucker for Dragon Ball, bro. You give me any deal Dragon Ball, and I will do my best to support that, to just back it up and defend it and everything, because I just love Dragon Ball, bro. I've been watching and following drama since I was a kid, bro. I think before I was in the womb, and I probably was still supporting Dragon Ball and watching everything. That was awkward. Anyways, so most of the time when it comes to something Dragon Ball, I'm just gonna support it because I just love it. But bro, lately these DLCs and this content that they've been giving Dragon Ball, I have a little bit of doubt, bro. And this is just normal. This is just a normal thing for human beings, bro. Like, first of all, you gotta understand I'm paying money for these things. I'm paying money for this content. So without much yapping, let's go into details of every single thing that's going on with this game. First off, we got Sparking Zero. The last DLC that I did not cover was the second DLC, which they gave us all of these characters that you see here. And I'm gonna be honest, they were freaking cool, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have fun with every one of them. They got good animations. I personally don't got any type of like complaint towards the characters, except for one. Bandai, you didn't give us Tamagami number 3. What is going on here? Like, you didn't give us Tamagami number 2. But hey, bro, that was the second DLC. Maybe they're just planning something new for or bigger DLC in sense of characters when it comes to the third DLC that comes next. So I'm like, alright, bro, I'm just let it be, bro. I'm gonna just wait for the third DLC, bro. We get the DLC number 3 for Sparking Zero. Brother, Bandai. Hey, first of all, let me give them props, bro. These characters are sick. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Dialogues, movesets, ultimate attacks. Bro, it's sick. You can't lie, bro. You can't deny. I heard people complaining a little bit because of, I think they got like repeated, like fighting style or something like that. Me personally, I didn't have any issues with it. I really don't mind. I don't think it's a big deal. But I feel like there was like a lack of character, bro. Like, you could add at least one of the Tamagamis, maybe number 1, maybe number 3, number 2, to not add too much, because I know Panda loves money. But nah, y'all did not give us any of those. Second thing that I thought was like a waste of potential and a waste of an opportunity, I thought they should have like give us Goku Super Saiyan 4 and Goku Super Saiyan 3 as the end of C Goku and the end of C Vegeta. I thought they just should have make it like a changing clothes in a sense, like they did with the Kid Goku from Daima, where you can just switch the Goku outfit. It's the same outfit, but it's kind of like a preset in a sense, something like that. So you got two versions. You got the one that you get when you pre-order the game, and you got the second one that they give you when you buy the DLC, which is the one that can transform Super Saiyan. So I thought they should have do the same thing with the end of C Goku and the end of C Vegeta. Make a whole preset where Vegeta can transform Super Saiyan 3, and a whole preset with that outfit specifically where Goku can have all his transformations and transform Super Saiyan 4. But they didn't. They didn't. They went and made a whole new Goku and a whole new Vegeta, which is cool, man. I ain't gonna say it ain't really that bad, man. Well, it is for me, it is, but anyways. And another thing, like I said, you did not give us any of the Tamagami. But it's even worse when you think about the fact that Bandai, you gave us Pansy as a playable character. What is going on, man? What is this? Overall, I think the characters were amazing. They gave us a new stage, and it's cool until you think about the fact that it's actually free. And I'm not saying there's a bad thing if it's free. I'm a broke person myself, bro. I cannot be buying every single DLC. You're gonna see in a minute. But you gotta understand, when it comes to the actual pack of the DLC itself that you're paying money for, like, something else you gotta add, bro. Like, come on. But anyways, bro, enough complaining. Overall, I want to give the props to the developers of the DLC, and I'm gonna say it's really good, man. I loved it, man. Every character looks cool, animations, super attacks, everything. I ain't gonna lie, there's some disappointments in there, and there's some like letdowns in a sense. Moving on, Xenoverse 2. Xenoverse 2, we are getting a new DLC. Apparently, like maybe like a week or two, something like that. It has to do with Broly from Dragon Ball Super. I saw the tease trailer they have. I don't know why I see Cheelai, but man, Bandai, come on, man. There's no way y'all putting Cheelai as a playable character, right? Right? So based on what I saw from the V-Jump scans or the V-Jump leaks, you can basically like transform into Super Saiyan, I think it is, or something like that. Or it's probably going to be like a base form Broly, but you can transform into Ikari or like a Ikari form. Then you transform into Super Saiyan. I don't know exactly how it's going to work. All I know is that I saw something like that, and it's most likely going to be a transformable character, which is awesome. I like when Xenoverse add transformable characters. I was a person who believed that it was pointless buying Xenoverse 2 DLCs because I know for a fact that eventually, without depending on leaks or announcement or trends, anything like that, I know they're definitely gonna make a Xenoverse 3 in the future. But this is a big game for Bandai, and they're not gonna waste an opportunity to make Xenoverse 3. You know how much money is in that game? Like that's a lot. It's big money right there. So I always thought that buying these characters was pointless because they're going to be in Xenoverse 3. And my idea was that if we keep wasting money on DLCs, they're not gonna give us Xenoverse 3 soon because people are buying the DLC. There's just no point in making a whole new game if they're still selling new additional content. So I used to never buy DLCs or anything like that because to me it was just like a waste of money. But years pass and time passed, people still buy DLCs like crazy. And it gets to a point where a Dragon Ball game comes out. It's fire, it's cool, and then a couple of months it just dies. Or it just doesn't feel as good as you thought it was going to feel. Or they make a new DLC, you play with those 2 or 3 characters that they give you, and then the same thing happens. It's just like, what do I do now, bro? It's just boring. Like all the games, they don't have new content, they don't have new game modes, they don't have like nothing actually cool so I can enjoy the DLCs or so that I can like get really into the game. So it got me to the point where I have bought every single old DLC. When I say old, I'm talking about like 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old DLC, like that old. And I've been playing it because it's just like I get to a point where it's like, man, what do I do now, bro? I beat all the games, I play all the modes to see if I actually get hooked with one of them. Nothing, bro. The only DLC that I haven't bought is the Future Saga because to me it's like too much money. The characters that are in the DLCs are not that interesting for me. Maybe bro. Not maybe, for sure Broly. That Broly that can transform it from Dragon Ball Z, that's an amazing character. And I like the model too. The kid Daima Goku, kinda. But yeah, bro, you get the hits. Now I'm like, what do I do now? Just waiting for maybe some new announcements or a good DLC that I can deem worthy of buying and wasting my money on. Cause this point in my life when it comes to Dragon Ball games, it is not that exciting. Next up, Kakarot. Oh boy, Kakarot, bro. I need to make a whole video just talking about Kakarot, bro. This game is unbelievably. So Kakarot, they had a new whole DLC, which is basically like a whole new game in a sense, where you got the Dama world and you can just experience basically the story, but in the game like Kakarot usually does. I ain't gonna lie, the reviews and what people are saying, this game looks fire. I mean, this patch or this DLC looks fire. And the animations, the scenes, the story, everything is cool. And that's awesome, man. But me personally, I haven't bought it, I haven't played it. I don't think it's ideal to do so. I think it's just like not for me though, yet. The issue that I've always had with Kakarot, for me Kakarot is an amazing game. I think this game could have been one of the best games to ever come out. But it has a lot of lack of content. It's just a game where you just play if you want to experience the story. The thing is that you buy a DLC in Kakarot, and maybe not the Daima one, because I don't know how that one actually works, but when it comes to the previous one, let's say for example the Bardock DLC. You buy Bardock, you play it. Amazing story, because I also saw that people like the stories and the animations and everything. It's like you can't even use it to do missions or to roam around the maps or anything like that. You can't use the character at all, bro. So it's like instead of just giving this outfits, these characters, and all these things that they give us when we buy the DLCs, to use them when we're like free roaming the map and doing like whatever missions they got in the map, which are not that good. They're just like boring as heck. You're just fighting robots and minions or something like that. That's not exciting, Bandai. I'm sorry, it is not exciting. Just letting you know. So once you played it, it's just like, what do I do now, bro? I bought DLC, I enjoyed the story, yeah, it was really cool. I can't even use the character now, so that's why me personally, I don't buy Kakarot DLCs until the day that they actually decide to make a whole new patch and we are able to like play with these characters on a free basis, right? But that's basically what I think about Kakarot. Now, for all of the additional games that I haven't mentioned, like Fighter Z, I saw they have like a new character being playable in a few, I don't know how long, but pretty sure it doesn't even have like a release date, which is Super Saiyan 4 Dynamite Goku. And that's all cool. I personally don't play fighters that much, bro. I like the game, it's pretty cool, but me personally, I'm not like the biggest fan. I much rather play like other big games in a sense. I think Fighter Z is like a really like compressed game. If you're an online player and you like the idea of having skills to actually play a video game, Fighter's for you. The only problem I would say that Fighter has is it doesn't have many characters, and a lot of those characters you have to buy them through DLC, something like that, which I haven't bought any of them because, like I said, I don't really play. There was a time that I was playing Fighter Z a lot. Like I spent like 2 years just playing straight up Fighter Z or something like that. But after that, I quit, man. But for the people who like Fighter Z, hey, bro, this is your time. I think they're making whole patch notes and everything, so have fun, bro. Dragon Ball Legends, you already know, they're making money on that, and the game is pretty cool. They're making like new characters every now and then. Like, I don't think Legends is to a point where it has like so many issues or anything like that. Obviously, there's always going to be people who like have certain issues about the game and like don't like certain things about the game, but that's normal, bro. That's for every single game. But me personally, I think the game is fire, even though I haven't played in a long time. The last time I played, I was summoning for the Kaioken Goku. I was like 20,000 corner crystal or even more, like in total, with a couple of different tries. My brother, bro, this dude, oh my day. Anyways, moving on. Genkishi Squadron. This is a new game that they launched, I think this month, I think it was last month, something like that. Heard people liked it a lot, and they think it's pretty cool. I haven't played it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna play it. I'm not a big fan of mobile Dragon Ball games. The only one that I play is Legends because I can play with my brother. But normally, I don't play Dragon Ball like mobile games. But if people enjoy it, have fun. Now, let's get into why I think that Bandai works with this game in this way. From my personal understanding, right? I think that Bandai just wants to have a game for every single group of people in the community of Dragon Ball. Like, every single fan has their like game or the type of game that they like. For example, I like combat games. It's raining, so if you hear that noise in the background, it's just the rain. So I will buy any single game that has to do with you fighting other people, like you control the character and all those type of games. So that's my type of game. So there's other people who like more like simple games, like more like Dokkan Battle style or like Dragon Ball Legends style. Even though Dragon Ball Legends, you can kind of, in a sense, control the character a little bit, but it's still there, like with Dokkan. And Genkishi Squadron. And there are people who got the games like Dragon Ball Breakers. Who asked for Dragon Ball Breakers anyway? But anyways, bro, people still have fun with Dragon Ball Breakers, and you should respect that. I just don't think Bandai should like put the amount of focus that they try to put in this game, because it is not working, Bandai. But I think they have stopped already. I'm not pretty sure. I don't really follow the game, but it is what it is. But as I was saying, I think Bandai just wants to have like a game for every single fan, and they want to have different options. So if you get bored of Xenoverse, you can go to Sparking Zero. If you get bored of Sparking Zero, you can go to Dragon Ball Fighter Z. If you get bored of Dragon Ball Fighter Z, you can just play Legends meanwhile, something like that. So you see, like, I think that's their idea. The issue with this, Bandai, is that if you're going to do this, you either, one, need to like actually put dedication when you make the DLC. I personally think they're not putting that much dedication into it. Or two, have a specific group and a specific team that works with the Dragon Ball DLCs and content. Cause I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of lack of content when it comes to these DLCs. And I know that y'all like money, but I ain't gonna lie, bro, y'all cannot fool any of us. Y'all really be restricting this content, because the more content you put in, the less opportunity you gotta make in DLC, meaning the less opportunity you got winning extra money. But like, there's some things that belong in certain DLCs that are not there, and it's like, Bandai, come on, bruh. Why are you doing this like that? So what I understand is that it cannot be an issue of time, an issue of not having employees or things like that. Cause there's people making mods, bro, that look insane. Like that one dude that made the cat creation in Sparking Zero or something like that. And it's like, if this guy can do this, then what's the issue with making like actual DLCs in a company as big as Bandai? Doesn't make sense, right? Like, the content and these DLCs need to increase at least a little bit, or at least like put more effort into them, in a sense, man. Like, remember, we are paying money for these DLCs, and if you're an adult like me, we got bills to pay, and we gotta pay a lot of things, bro. We cannot be wasting money on 2 or 3 characters and that's it, bro. Like there has to be something fun. Like I gotta enjoy this game. Like this gotta be worth paying money for this game. I don't care if you agree with me or not, bro. This is just fact, bro. This is real life. We need money to pay bills and pay a lot of things, bro. So if I'm gonna waste my money on a freaking DLC, it needs to be worth it, bro. I don't know if you catch what I'm saying, bro. That's just me, though. Now, I know this seems like I'm just making this video to hate on Dragon Ball games or anything like that. Like I said, all of my previous games just me hyping up and gassing and just supporting Dragon Ball in general. But we gotta be honest, bro. There's some things that are questionable and that, right, they need to be fixed and they need to like be worked on. So to conclude this video, the good news is that we got a new event that is taking place in January, in which Masako Nozawa and Aki Iyoku are going to be in the event, which they're big names, bro. They're big names. So something good must happen in this event. Not only that, but we are confirmed that in this event, a new game will be announced, which is amazing. I don't know what games. I heard there's rumors of Xenoverse 3 being around the corner. I personally don't think Xenoverse will come yet, but I'm not a developer, I'm not a leaker, I don't know nothing, bro. We can't get anything. And 2 new big projects, but they said major projects, right? But it's the same thing. 2 new big projects are going to be revealed. We don't know what it is. I'm just hot, bro, because this could either mean, I'm not saying it is, but this can either mean the Dragon Ball Super manga coming back or the anime coming back. And when I say anime, it can be a new series or it can just be Dragon Ball Super 2 or Dragon Ball Super Season 2 or whatever the heck you want to call it, bro. But something big might be there, or it can be a movie too, who knows, bro. The whole thing is that they said they're major projects, so I hope this does not disappoint us, bro. I'm just hyped and I'm going to be there to support. I'm looking forward to what they're going to be showing us and what they're going to be like giving us in this event. Overall, let's just hope for the best at these events and these announcements so that we can actually get things that we enjoy and that we have fun with and not be a little bit disappointed because of the bad things that happen or just the lack of content or whatever they do wrong when they announce projects or DLCs or content, patch, and all of this stuff. So anyways, I will be making another video that's going to be a lot more fun. I just wanted to go over all of the things that happened with Dragon Ball games throughout this past months that I have not been on YouTube, bro. So hope you have a wonderful day. God's coming.